If you think you need an expensive camera for YouTube, think again. In this video, I'm revealing how I create top-notch YouTube content using just my phone. I will take you through from the gear I use for my editing, script writing, and thumbnail creation. I will walk you through every step. Now, if you are ready to elevate your content on a budget, let's dive in. Before we start, if you are new here, kindly click on the subscribe button to help the channel to grow. Now let's start with the first thing every content creator should be mindful of, and that is the camera you use for your videos. And as I said earlier, I'll be talking you through how I use my mobile phone to shoot my videos and sometimes edit the videos. Now when it comes to the camera I use the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is the main camera I'm speaking to right now. And I also have my second camera, which is the Samsung S24 Ultra. And I don't always use my second camera, and if you are a new YouTuber, your viewers don't care whether you use your second camera or your main camera. So if you are a new content creator, do not worry about getting a second camera. Always stick to your main camera for the moment. Now when it comes to the main settings of the camera, I use the cinematic feature in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and you can get this in any iPhone which starts from iPhone 13 or newer versions. So if you are using iPhone 13, you can get this cinematic feature. If you are using the 14 or the 15, you can get this feature as well. But don't worry if you don't have iPhone and you have a Samsung. Samsung also have a feature called the portrait video, which I'm using right now, which is also able to produce quality videos like this and able to give you a very nice depth of field or a blurry background like you see in the Samsung and also in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So if you don't have iPhone, just stick to your Samsung and you can get quality videos like this. And I always prefer to shoot my videos in 4K and also 30 frames per second. You can also shoot in 24 frames per second if you want, but always try to avoid shooting in 60 frames per second, which is going to take a chunk of your storage. And you don't need that if you're a new YouTuber. Why will you shoot in such a high frame per second? And that's with the camera. Now let's go on to the second most important thing when you are shooting your video, and this is your source of light. And you have to know that natural light is the best source of light, and it is able to produce quality videos if you are able to sit in front of your window and expose yourself to the natural light. It gives you a very nice soft light which makes your video look very clear. But you have to also know that you can't always shoot in the daytime. Sometimes you prefer to shoot in the night, or it might be raining, or it might be cloudy and there will not be enough light. So what do? And that is when you have to stick to a softbox just like the one I'm using here. And you can get these cheap soft boxes on Amazon, or you can buy some on Alibaba or Temu at a very cheaper price. I bought this one roughly around £35. I'm going to leave the link in the description where you can click on it and get yours from Amazon. And also, anytime you are shooting, make sure that your main light in your room is turned off so that it does not create any shadows behind you. And also, it's best to get a honeycomb around your soft boxes so that it limits how the light spills in your room. And you need a honeycomb just like these ones to cover on your soft box to prevent light from spilling. You can do a lot of alterations to your lighting system. As you can see on mine, I have put in some cheaper black polythene bars on top of the light and also at the base to prevent the light from spilling across the room. So you can adjust it to however you feel, and that is one advantage of using a softbox. You are able to control how your lighting system is, and your softbox is going to be your key light, and the positioning of the key light is very crucial. You want to put it at 45 angles at your position, and you are aiming to light up just a part of your face, and you don't want to put it directly in your face. So after getting your key light, it is also important to get a practical light. So the practical light will be just behind you so that it will create a very nice depth of field or a blurry light just behind you, and it makes it quite nice. So as you can see, I have a practical light at my background, and I also have this moonlight that I got somewhere on Temu or Alibaba at around £7. So you can also get a similar light, and most of these practical lights are RGB and you can change the colors as you want, and they are very durable as well. So after you've gotten your practical light, you can just put it behind you and it is going to light up the place nicely for you. Now let's go on to the third most important thing, which is your microphone. Of course, you are going to speak to people and you have to make sure that your voice is very audible, and that is when your microphone comes in. And the microphone that I use is the Rode Wireless Pro, and this is a very easy to use wireless, and it comes in a pack of 3. So you have the transmitter and you have 2 other microphones attached to it. So if you are 2 people conducting interviews, it's always good for you to have these 2 microphones. And these microphones are not cheap. They are around £277. But I don't expect a new YouTuber to spend that huge amount of money on a microphone. So if you're a new YouTuber like me, you can also stick to these lavalier microphones. I call them the plug to play microphones. They are very easy to use. You plug the transmitter into your phone and you start speaking directly into the microphone. These are very cheap to use. You can get some around £16 on Amazon. If you're a new YouTuber, don't worry about getting expensive microphones like these ones. Just stick to the plug to play microphones and it is going to give you the same quality audio that you have always wanted. Now we've gotten our microphone, we've gotten our mobile phones to be used as a camera, and this is going to sit on a tripod. So the next thing we are going to talk about is getting tripod. Now when it comes to tripod, there are a whole lot of tripods in the system and you can choose the one that you want. Before I started YouTube, I used to go out to take photographs on the streets, so I always wanted a very steady tripod, and that is when I bought my tripod that I'm using right now, which cost me about £85. But you don't need this kind of tripod if you're a new YouTuber. You can stick to some of these cheaper tripod that is on the market. You can also get the same ones and start using them. They are very easy to use. So these tripods are budget friendly. It can cost you like £15 or £13, and you can get some on Amazon or Alibaba if you want. I'll leave the link in the description for you to get yours. If you're a new YouTuber like me, you're not going to stress about where your microphones are going to be on your tripod. If you're using my kind of microphone where I need to plug them into my phone and also attach it somewhere, then you might need a phone rig, but this is not compulsory. If you're using the plug and play microphones, forget about the phone rig and let's move on. Now let's talk about script writing. So if you're a new YouTuber and you have a concept in mind, it's up to you. You can write them in bullet points or you will write them in an essay form, but I prefer to write it in bullet points so that I can look at it as I'm doing now. I look at the point I want to talk about, then I expand them. And also, if you have any idea in mind, you might also want to do some researches about what you want to speak about, and that is where ChatGPT comes in. So if, for example, you want to talk about microphones, you can go on to ChatGPT, ask it to create a script for you about microphones on the type of microphone that you want to talk about. ChatGPT is going to give you a prompt where you can go through, you can edit some and add some to suit what you want to say. And also note that everything that you want to say in your video has already been said on someone's channel before. So just go on to YouTube, do your own searches, look at the video that the person did, go into the comment section, look at the questions that people asked and try to answer those questions in your videos. Now let's talk about the editing process. Now when it comes to editing, there is a whole lot of apps there. There is KineMaster, there is InShot, there is CapCut, there is Premiere Pro, there is a whole lot of them, but I prefer to use CapCut. In all my videos that I post on YouTube and TikTok, I use CapCut. Now CapCut is easy to use. If you are able to edit your videos on TikTok, know that that is the same process on CapCut. Now CapCut will give you all the features, all the templates that you need, from the text, from stickers, from sound effects, from music, just name it. CapCut has it all. It has also filters where you can use to color grade your videos to make it a bit professional. CapCut has it all, and if you're a new YouTuber, I suggest that you stick to CapCut because it has all the features that a beginner will need. In my next video, I will take you through how I'm able to edit all my videos using CapCut, and we'll go to a step-by-step guideline on how to get it done so that new YouTubers can also learn from all of these. So after editing your videos, sometimes you need music in the background of your videos, and the best place I recommend to get your music is from the YouTube Library Studio, and this is absolutely free, and they have a whole lot of music in there where you can go download, put it under your videos and get everything edited. And try to avoid music that is inbuilt in CapCut or music from third-party sources, because these can cause a copyright issues on your videos when you upload it on YouTube. Now let's go on to the final and one of the most important thing. As a YouTuber, you need to make sure that your videos get a lot of views, and that is thumbnails. When I started YouTube, thumbnails was a thing that was very stressful for me to get it done because it was quite difficult for me. I didn't know how to go about the whole process, but gradually, I think my thumbnails are getting better. If you look at my videos from the time that I started till now, you can see that there's a whole lot of improvement in my thumbnails creation. Now, the app that I use for my thumbnails is called Canva, and Canva is not new. Canva is an app that has a lot of templates that new YouTubers can go in there, edit any of their thumbnails and make it yours so that you can use it in your videos. And that's how I'm able to shoot my videos using my iPhone and this simple light. So you don't have to worry whether you have a second camera or not. You can still use your main camera to shoot high quality videos in this small space. And in my subsequent videos, I will talk about how I create my thumbnails and how I prepare this whole place in general before I do my video. This is a very small space, but I'm able to squeeze myself somewhere to keep the production going. Now, if you are a new creator, don't be scared by all these terms. Don't be scared by all these setup. All you have to do is to start shooting. Even if you don't have a microphone, start shooting, because the phone has an inbuilt microphone that makes it easier for us to get our voice across. And in your CapCut editing app, you can also enhance your audio if you don't have a microphone. So that is not an excuse. And when it comes to lightning, you can sit in front of your window and you can get a very soft natural light to enhance your videos. And when it comes to the camera, we've already spoken about it. Whether you're using your main camera or you have a second camera, it doesn't matter. All you need is to have a camera that is churning out quality videos, and using the cinematic feature will enhance your video. So if you're a new content creator, don't worry about everything that I've said so far. Use whatever you have, start now and start making videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My name is Manuel. See you in the next one.